We are standing in what is a shed that is going to be no more a shed. We're going to be tearing this down, but first we have to get rid of every single thing in here. Then if you walk over here, we're going to be also tearing all of this down. This down along with that. As you guys know, this is my parents' house, so I really want to capture this because this is going to be, I can't say much, but all I'm going to say is I just want to capture what it looks like now, and literally in the next month it's going to look totally different. All right, and here's like an update maybe 45 minutes later. The swing set is completely gone. We got all the trash out of the shed, and now they're working on tearing it down. It's crazy, man. It's really coming along. There's already a hole in it. Now, the permit for this got approved today, guys. The permit got approved today, which means concrete is going to be laid tomorrow. They are pouring the concrete tomorrow. Unfortunately, we will not see them pour the concrete because we are going back to San Diego, but by the time we come back, everything will be done as far as the concrete, of course. Now, it's been a minute since I picked this camera up, I'm not going to lie, but I got a solid reason and a good explanation as to why. Now, you guys see the title of the video. We are building a shop in my parents' backyard, and first and foremost, before we get in this video, I just want to say, if it was not for my parents, this literally would not be possible, obviously, because it's their house. But like, the fact that they were okay with doing this, like, you guys don't understand, this is 6 months in the making. 6 months in the making. And we're finally here. All the goods, it's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So they're going to be building that right here. It may not look that big on camera, of course this is a wide angle, but the door is going to go right here. There's going to be 2 garage doors up here. As you guys know, we're building a shop, right? Of course we're going to put a lift, so the lift's going to go over here, and then there's going to be an extra door over here so that somebody could drive their car in, right? And then there's going to be like a TV over here, couch, and then I'm aiming to have a desk right here with 2 monitors, and then probably like shelves and toolboxes and stuff. So man, I'm so excited. So while they work to build the shop, I will be cleaning this absolutely filthy car. You guys see this? It rained the other day. We drove down the street and it just got obliterated. It's so filthy, but you know, gotta clean this car because this is a car that's gonna go in the shop once it's done. Alright guys, it's a little late and you may or may not be able to see, but this is how far they got today. Of course they're going to finish tomorrow again. I'm sorry if you cannot see. It's a little dark out here. And there's absolutely no light that I can provide you guys because it sticks. You know what I mean? Light's not going to bounce off anything. But man, this thing is huge. It's huge, bro. It's absolutely huge. I didn't expect it to be this big, but I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna pick this video back up tomorrow, and tomorrow they're gonna finish, and we will show you guys what it looks like. And it is the very next day. Sorry guys, last night was dark, you couldn't really see anything, but they're making progress. As you guys can see, you already have like where the 2 doors are gonna go, along with the windows on the side. So I actually have to leave, so by the time we get back, oh, you actually see the windows up over there. That's cool. But by the time we get back, this is going to be a complete building. So take a good look now, because the next time, well, the next time for me, but the next clip for you guys will be a finished building. So we actually spent the year talking about doing this, and then the past 6 months we actually did it, right? And I think the reason why it's such a big deal is because we're not renting a shop, we're not leasing a shop. This is literally built in my parents' backyard, guys. I think that's why it's such a huge deal. I mean, coming from a kid who just wanted to work on his own cars, loved cars, couldn't wait to own a cool car, right? Doing installs outside in the cold, in the rain, you know, wishing one day I would have my garage. Moving to San Diego, finally getting a garage, right? Wasn't the biggest thing, but it was a garage, and I was so happy. And I got 2 garages out there. By the way, I still live in San Diego just because we did this at my parents' house. It's not me moving back home. But anyways, to like now we have our own garage. It's crazy, and I am so grateful. Again, shouts out to my parents, because again, we built this in their backyard. This is on their property. We didn't have to go out and lease a shop. We built this in their backyard. So with that being said, welcome to my new working space.
Somewhere on the scene, it got a little longer, so it seems. I burned out, so to speak. Now come a little closer. I feel a little light in the light track. I felt a bit of bad, but I came back. There's still a little light in the light crack. There's still a bit of good, so good.
All right, let's go ahead outside. So we got our door over here. I actually have a key to this door, but we have a door. This opens from the outside. Got those slab of concrete out there for, you know, the guests and stuff. But it's cool. So to tell you guys the future plans. So we have 2 doors. We have this door. We have this door. This door is going to be the free door, right? We're probably going to have like a TV back here. It's going to be a couch over here. And then I'm gonna have a desk over here with 2 monitors. It's gonna be like my working space for, like, you know, when I need to like edit or whatever. And then the biggest thing is a lift is going right here. There's a lift that is going right here. So of course we still gotta get electricity. My plan for lighting, I don't even know, what would you call it, like a lighting fixture, is to have it on each side. So for example, this side, have one over here, and then one over there, and then have one over here, one over there. So in total, about 10 fixtures on the roof, so that it just shines both sides. 'Cause you guys know, with filming content and you know, working on cars, lighting is the biggest thing. So yeah, I have a lift right here, have my desk over here, like a couch sitting area right here, TV over here, and then this whole area free, so that, you know, a friend comes over and like he can park their car and stuff. Because right now you could probably fit 4 cars in here. 1, 2 over here, and then 1, 2 over here. Now when we get the lift, we'll be able to have a car on the lift and then park a car underneath it. And in all reality, we might, well, I don't know. I guess it all depends where the lift goes. But yeah, a car on the lift, and then have a car underneath it, and then have a car right over here. So 3 cars in total, and then like I said, we'll have some stuff over there. But I am so excited, bro. This is crazy. This is insane. Yeah, of course, yeah, we have our windows over here, and it's cool because they open. And I know some of you are probably gonna say, like, you live in San Diego, like why do all this? It's because I'm very close to my parents, right? So no matter where I live, I will always be traveling from where I live here. In this case, live in San Diego. So I'm always traveling back and forth, right? My parents live here, I'm very close to my parents. When I come visit, I have a place to work. And the end goal is to actually have a car I keep here, so that when I'm here, I'm able to film here. And then when I'm in San Diego, I can film over there. So it's like, the sky's the limit. We literally have our own working spaces. I'm standing in a shop. Our own shop. This literally was built for us. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Like, I would have never guessed, ever. So I don't really know the square footage. What I do know is the ceilings are 15 feet high, right? And like I said, you're able to fit 4 cars in here. So I mean, I guess do the math or like make your assumptions, but it is more than big enough for what we got going on, as you guys know. I'm just excited, man. And this is why I kind of sort of disappeared a little bit. The last video I posted on YouTube was like 2 weeks ago. And it really was this. I wanted to focus on this. I really wanted to get this out to you guys. And yeah, I wanted this to be the next video. I mean, there were some setbacks, but I'm just glad we're able to get to this point. I'm pretty sure as a car guy, you guys can imagine like how exciting this is. Like, imagine having your own workspace in your parents' backyard, right? It just hits different because like I said, this is not rented, this is not leased. This was built literally in my parents' backyard. It's crazy to think that the only reason why we're here is because 20 years ago, my parents bought a piece of land in literally the middle of nowhere, and it paid off. My dad had a dream to own land one day, and here we are. Right, so I know some of you might think, oh, like I'm rich or I'm well off or like, you know, this and that, and I promise you that's not the case. We're regular people just like you guys, right? Whoever you are on the other side of the screen, we're regular people just like you. The only difference is my parents had a dream and they chased it, right? So don't think that you gotta be rich or whatever the case is. So like nowadays, I mean, California's crazy, but you know what I mean? Like, again, 20 years ago, this came into fruition and then here we are today. So I'm just excited to share this journey with you guys, and I'm excited to see where this actually goes, because the sky is the limit on shop, lift, and just cool cars. I totally forgot to mention, but we also have plans to epoxy the floor. So that's definitely coming, which brings me to my next topic. We're not gonna park a car in here yet. We're gonna figure that out first, and then we'll go from there. Of course, we're gonna epoxy the floor after we get the lift though, because when they install the lift, we don't want them messing it up. So, but I also, just got my own key. I'm gonna actually, let's go ahead and recreate what it will be like walking into the shop, right? So imagine like I'm over here, yada, yada, yada. I gotta go to the shop. Imagine opening this door, yo, and you see a freaking sick cars, one on a lift, and like, I don't know, bro. I'm just excited. This is my space. This is my space, and I'm excited. I can't wait. I cannot wait. By the way, the roof is also insulated. So we're wanting to insulate the whole building, right? And then we might do some, what do they call it? It just slipped my mind. Sheetrock. It took a minute for me to remember, but yeah, so we're wanting to insulate the whole building and then possibly do sheetrock, but we'll see. I honestly don't mind this look, the shop look. I don't mind it at all, but definitely gonna need the insulation because it's gonna get super, super hot out here during the summer. And like I said, the roof's already insulated, as you can see, and the roof's most likely gonna stay like that. Again, I don't mind the shop look. I actually would prefer that look, So yeah, man, I'm just excited, and I'm excited to show you guys and just share this journey with you guys. We're gonna have all the homies over here. They're gonna have their cars over here. It's gonna be a good time. So of course we had to bring the soup over here. So we're also gonna kind of put some gravel over here, just in case like a car needs to angle. It's not like going into dirt, because as you guys can see, there's kind of a ledge over here, and with lower cars it's detrimental. So we're gonna have like gravel over here, so if you go off, you'll be fine. You can go in. All right, but like imagine car on the lift, car underneath there, car over here, and then there could be a car like in front of the shop too. I'm so excited, guys. Imagine we're gonna have to get all types of tools. Right now we can have a toolbox with every tool imaginable in here. It's gonna be so sick.
Whoa. Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me.
But guys, I am so excited. I've been holding on this information for the past like 3-4 months, and I am so excited. We have our own space, our own garage dedicated to our cars. It's gonna have a lift at my parents' house. How sick is that? Big shouts out to my parents for actually doing this, allowing this, and just literally supporting me in everything that I do. And like I said, I'm so excited. It's now gonna be a spot where all the homies can come work on their cars. People that know me can come and work on their cars, and it's gonna be like a hangout spot. And again, I am so excited. It may not look like it. I may not be like jumping for joy, but trust me, guys, I'm very excited, because for the longest time, I can literally remember parking my cars outside my parents' house back when I lived here, and just wishing one day that I can have a shop to park my cars, or one day I can have a garage where I can park my cars and work on them, and not having to ask my dad, hey dad, can you move the car out of the garage so I can work on it? I was wishing that for the longest time. So the fact that we're gonna have our own spot is freaking amazing. The fact that we built it instead of leasing it is even better. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I'm very excited, and I just cannot wait to show you guys like the whole process. Well, half of the process. You guys didn't see this get done, but you're seeing it now. Right, once the concrete gets done, you'll see that, and then once the building comes, it gets installed, you'll see that.
Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it, cause you all cap like.